some activity that's going on. I'm going to sit down now in a second and chat to two people who are involved in this activity for a long time, Tony Walsh and Martina Murphy, and they have an interesting story to tell themselves. And
Sorry.
You're alright. You're on video now, lads.
Thanks very
Now,
much.
Martina.
Tell Lauren Harry was asking for you.
What date's it on?
Did you have all the information
Oh,
there
it's
on
on
the
later
leaflet?
on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, thanks very much. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Martina, you're involved in the Housing Action Group here in Cork and campaigning for over a year now. What do you know what it's for? Can you tell us? Tell the people we're live streaming here from Cork City. I hope you are anyway.
We often ask ourselves the same question, what is it for? But we still keep backing on. I think that we'll be there now in the City Hall, caught them by surprise. That certainly had a big impact.
Yeah. What was that in the City Hall? What happened there? Tell us what happened.
There was four of us. Took over the Lord Mayor's chamber at 11 a.m. and we were eventually arrested. We were about 20 arrested.
Okay, you were involved in that, Tony.
Alleviate the homeless crisis.
Yeah.
So we decided action needed to be taken to highlight the situation so we couldn't leave.
Were you creating trouble or something? Or?
No, it's totally peaceful.
Absolutely
Okay.
peaceful. We put up
So
our
how
banner.
many got arrested?
There was three of us got arrested.
All right. In City Hall because you went in to discuss housing.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the lads, there was four of us went in, but one of the lads, his medical condition,
Okay.
so he had
You went outside.
I had to use the
Yeah,
leave,
so I believe that when you got in the door because others arrived, that City Hall itself was locked down.
Sign the petition,
That
please.
there was obviously some nervousness or maybe feelings of guilt amongst the management in City Hall that they said they shut the whole place down because others couldn't get access at all to the City Hall for the duration.
I don't think it was guilt that they felt.
You
It
know,
was
no
shame.
guilt maybe.
Yeah.
Probably shame.
Shame
Well,
at not doing anything.
Hopefully, it was shame. We hope it was shame.
So what have you been doing in this campaign for the last year? What activities have you been up to?
Well, a number of times, I think up to 10 times, we've slept actually outside on the street, outside City Hall. The first night actually was the night that we had the really bad snowstorm. We've also slept a number of times outside Leinster House. We've our information stall here on Patrick Street every Saturday, and there's a lot of other activities going on behind the scenes.
You did this at City Hall, Martine, was it?
Yes.
Did you go to Dublin?
We didn't need it outside the door. We slept there a number of times outside the door.
In fact, I was there with you myself,
That's
wasn't
correct.
I?
That's correct. Yeah.
Sleeping outside Leinster House with a trying to view the stars at night time.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
Certainly is.
But it's trying to highlight the fact that the housing crisis now is beyond all expectations of anybody, and only a complete fool would not describe it as an emergency, except our government won't do that. And they won't set up a national emergency committee. So that's the demand of this campaign, isn't it?
But they won't because, quite simply, they're on the house, they're on the side of
Yeah.
the present government, they're on the side of the bankers, the vulture funds and the landlords, which many of them are, as is well known.
A large number of them, I believe, are landlords, so they're making quite handsome profits. And actually, just that issue of making money, I came across a lady who we were helping during the week, and she's exasperated. In fact, she reported with 4 kids to City Hall just over a week ago, and they could do nothing for her. They were leaving her walk the streets, and it was only through myself going back into City Hall with her and threatening not to leave. We were staying the night overnight in City Hall that eventually they miraculously found a place for her in this hub they have up Western Road. So, like, there's a whole, I don't know what you call it, disrespect coming from the homeless services via Drynan Street, via City Hall, that simply don't deal with people as people. They were happy to come over there, kids on the street. Now, the lady came back to me during the week, right? And she's now in a B&B emergency accommodation. Do you know how much it's costing the city?
Around 5 or 6 weeks now,
12 to 1600 quid a week, I'd say.
It's costing just short of 2,000, 1960 something euros per week for a B&B. Right, so someone's making big money. Like if it's that much per week, you're talking about nearly 9,000 a month. And there's houses boarded up all over the place that could be well opened up for the cost of a week even, and you'll have a brand new house.
They can find money for that.
Yeah.
And they can find money for these big red signs. 300,000 for a
The
sign.
logo, yeah.
You know, for the Cork
Scandalous.
City,
Yeah.
the so-called Cork City logo.
Yeah.
And yet they can't find a house.
We are Cork. We needed to tell us that. We are Cork.
If you went into
Yeah.
the local play school, they'd just
Yeah.
no problem at all.
And I just point to people who might be watching this live stream. I don't think we have a massive crowd, so people, could you please subscribe to this channel, because we're trying to build a new media to address people, whereby we can highlight the problem in the society and highlight the growth of a movement which is to address this problem of organising the people without vested interests of any kind. We don't need political parties telling us, we don't need isms of any kind, just standing up for the rights of the Irish people. But, so subscribe to this channel please, and get your friends to do likewise. But just the flyer being given out here today, we'll tweet up a copy of it later on. But you'll see it's highlighting a very interesting thing that happened in Dáil Éireann. That was in early October. Would you believe the majority of TDs, 83 voted in favour, 43 TDs voted against declaring a national emergency on the issue of housing and homelessness. So the majority of the TDs in Dáil wanted to declare a national emergency. But guess what? The vote doesn't matter. How is that for a sham of a democracy, whereby these TDs can pretend that they're campaigning, can pretend that they're taking a stand on the side of the people, and they'll pass a vote, and I'm sure they'll all take credit for passing such a vote, but the vote is meaningless. It's got no impact. We're currently writing to the Oireachtas to try and figure out what system of rules and standing orders have these TDs agreed between them that allows them to vote on something when it has no impact whatever. This is the kind of absurdity of democratic process that we have to deal with in this country, and it's partly why the progress to solving issues is such a difficult road, because they simply don't care. They keep this pretense of democracy going. So we'll tweet up this little leaflet later on so people can see the text of it.
It just seems to me that all these votes in Leinster only make a difference. The vested interests behind the political parties say that.
I would believe that also.
I think so. I mean, we have we've met all of these TDs while we were outside Leinster House with a lot of them just go away and hide. But we've met a lot of them, and they're all happy to declare, oh yes, they're very concerned about housing. But show me one TD.
Haven't done anything about it.
Exactly. They're all talk.
Homelessness.
The issue is, can we have action? Can people do something? And I think the realisation is growing for us anyway, that until we ourselves do take action, nothing will happen. We'll be listening to blather and bull coming out of these TDs for a long time yet.
The only time anything is going to change in this country is when the Irish people stand together, stand up and unite and do something about the situation we find ourselves in. No change will ever happen unless we stand together.
By the people, for the people, and of the people.
Yeah.
That's lost decades ago. But we intend to take them back. We didn't give up on the water charges, and we're certainly not
Right.
giving up on this one.
That's an important lesson, and you were active, Martina, up your eyes, I would say,
Yes.
in this water charge struggle, as indeed lots of us were.
Yes.
And the sign is that we won that battle. Now,
Yes.
I know they're making efforts to come back, and I think in
But
January,
we're still here.
we're still here. In January, they want to reintroduce water charges for excess usage, they call it. But given that half the country doesn't even have a water meter, that's going to be very difficult to do. But so the people did get a victory. And before that, on the property tax, we had a victory. They couldn't impose that without bringing in the revenue. And before that, they couldn't in with the household's €100 charge. People weren't paying it. So they rolled that up and added it to the property tax. So people have the power, but we need to exercise it. And in fact, in building these movements, the lesson there is that we have to be careful not to allow the movement to be dominated by the existing party system or by any narrow interests, a vested interest. Like these parties, I don't know what you think, lads, but as far as I'm concerned, every single political party in the state that we have today has a vested interest in itself. They're all interested in promoting themselves.
They're doing a disservice to the Irish people.
They're holding us back.
15 million, they got less.
15, yeah, thanks, Eddie. Yeah, if that's come out during the week, our state, our tax money, put 15 million euros into the hands of these political parties this year. 15 million.
Unbelievable.
Now we're facing into elections next May anyway. There's local elections in European. So we're going to be encouraging people to stand, but we're going to have to pay for that ourselves. These parties are being paid with public money to compete against the people. Like, this is how much of a joke this whole thing is. Money shown, like you said about that We Are Cork logo, 300,000 euros. We've the bridge now to be over on Merchants Quay. It's costing 5 million. Nobody in Cork wants this bridge.
It's not needed.
It's not needed. There's 2 bridges beside it. It's ridiculous.
50 yards either side.
Wasting public money.
You don't know, there's something going to
Who do you think is going to gain?
Well, it certainly won't be the homeless anyway.
It won't be the homeless, that's for sure. There'll be nice contractors there, developers and consultants and engineers and the whole lot of them lined up with their snouts in the trough.
Yes.
That's what we're putting
And their
up.
hand out for the brown.
And again, you have...
Yeah.
The tragedy here with the schools.
Oh yes, more of it, yeah.
Who passed? What engineer
Yeah.
sanctioned
But
it?
who's going to answer for it?
Nobody.
Nobody whatever
They
is going to
probably have
answer
a
for it.
tribunal.
And they make more
And they
money.
make more money.
So welcome to Ireland 2018.
Nobody have ever gone to jail for any of those crimes. Nobody have gone to jail in this country. So far.
You have the biggest crime perpetrated on the city in centuries. Would be the flood defence system. We're spending hundreds and hundreds of millions on something that
Oh yeah.
useless.
It's
And not
more
only
than
is it
useless.
hundreds and hundreds of millions, but it'll for centuries to come, it'll have to be upgraded and maintained
yes.
and the whole lot.
Jobs for life, the usual vested interests. Yeah, that's the flood defence. Yeah, which aside from not actually solving the flooding problem, is also going to vandalise ancient Cork. All the lovely quay walls we have and everything else,
And the total
gems of architecture. This city, if they go ahead, will be dug up for the next 10 years. I don't know how business or anybody's going to survive here because
I imagine the business had problem enough as it is.
yeah, they've problems enough as it is. Yeah, City Hall, I'm afraid. City Hall in Cork is particularly inefficient, particularly dictatorial, and is wrecking Cork. So we're going to have to change that. And no better people than the people of Cork to stand up and they win.
Exactly. We're not known as the Rebel County for nothing.
We're not. Scale Ellen Sunday show. You're even just knocking tea. Okay, I think we might call a halt. Any chance we might get a few mugs of tea?
It's quite cold.
No bother.
We'll end our first live stream. I hope it's gone out that we're not talking into an empty little box here. And
I hope you got
we're going to try and do more of these. And please, as I said, subscribe to this channel and share it with people. Make sure that the subscription, hit that little red button on the screen.
First 6 months is for free, after that it's €30 a month.
We'll build a new media for the people, so we can address the issues in our society. Got a meal of Mahagat, Laura Miller Eastliff. Mr. Staten talk.
Lads, we're going to have to get the sleeves for these again now.